We're here today because we believe in the future of North Carolina. And we know that that future needs good schools. We know that that future needs to educate our children, our leaders, our citizens. We know that those are all vital to the future of our state. We know that we need excellent teachers for that future, and that our teachers right now are in danger. We know that we need teachers who have the freedom to teach like the experts that they are. We know that we need teachers who have the salaries and the job security to put their efforts into the classroom instead of being distracted by outside concerns. We know that we need teachers who get the resources that they need to make their classrooms these centers of learning excellence that our students need. And we know that we need teachers to help our students improve and further our state, our country, and our world. That only happens through education. But that is a promise that we are betraying to our students. We are taking steps backwards and we are betraying our students. And we need to fix it, and we need to fix it now. I'm a campus leader in university financing, and I want to tell you a little story about some money. And a little story about how ECU in North Carolina were 25 years ago. 1988, Ronald Reagan was president. George Michael and Guns N' Roses were on the charts. I was still in high school listening to those guys. And ECU undergraduate students from North Carolina paid $432 in tuition. $432, not $4,000 like today. Even if we adjust for inflation, in today's dollars, that's only $826. Why do students pay so much today more than they did now? What has driven the cost of education up? I'm going to give you a one-word answer that's really going to surprise you. The thing that's driven the cost of education up is nothing. The cost of education today is the same as it was 25 years ago. So why are students paying so much more? There's really only one reason for it. The state has stopped supporting students. If we take the amount of money that students pay in tuition and the amount of money that the state contributes to each student's education and add them up, that number has remained the same when you adjust for inflation across the past 25 years. And yet tuition has gone up from $432 to nearly $4,000 in those 25 years. That's why I said that we have betrayed our students. We have shifted the cost of education. It used to be that the people of North Carolina made a decision that we will invest in our students. We will invest in our state's future by educating our children from kindergarten through university and make them the leaders that we need for tomorrow. The people of North Carolina still believe that, but the state has betrayed their needs. The state has stopped funding education at the level that it used to be funded at and that it still needs to be funded at. Most states have done this. North Carolina is not alone in doing this. Most states have cut back the cost of education, have betrayed their students. But you know what? North Carolina used to be the leader in the country in financing education for its students, and we have lost that reputation. We have taken a step backwards, and we have said, no. We are going to make families who are struggling in a difficult economy shoulder the costs of educating their own children. Now, maybe you believe that people should educate their own children and pay for it themselves, and that's fine. Certainly people should contribute to their education. But a financed education, a public education, benefits all of us. It is worth it for us to invest in our children's future, for us to bring students into our classrooms and say, the people of North Carolina believe in you and want to bring you to the future. And so let me be clear. The one thing that the state of North Carolina was famous for was investing in our futures, in our education. North Carolina used to invest 2/3 of its state budget in education. Now we barely invest half of our state budget in the thing that is the single most important difference maker in our students' future. And now, I'm not blaming anyone. I'm not talking about partisan politics here. I'm not blaming Republicans or Democrats. I don't care if it was this governor or the previous governor or any governor. They've all done it. This has been going on for 25 years and getting worse and worse. And it needs to stop. It needs to stop now. And we can only stop that by electing legislators and governors who believe in education and who will reinvest in our children's future. Because if not, teachers are not going to have those resources that they need. We can keep asking teachers to do more for less. We can keep telling students, we don't really care about your future. But it can only last so long before the system falls apart. And I just don't know how much longer we can go on. So please, thank you all for coming. Please grab a card.